What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve. I have BB Probes and tell like it is. Today, guys, we're talking about creatine, what you should know about it, why you should use it, and things you should definitely ignore that are said about it. Let's get into it. What are the benefits of creatine? It overall increases your athletic performance and just the performance of the gym as a total. So as you're using creatine over time, you're able to, increase your reps. You're able to increase sets. You're able to get stronger in the gym. It gives you a strength boost, right? You're looking at a strength boost of about, I would say, like 1 to 6 reps. So, you go in there before and you're training and you're not using creatine and you're, plateauing at like 10 reps of said exercise, said weight. And you're using creatine over time, all of a sudden the weight's not changing, but now you're doing 12 reps. You're moving up. It depends on the person, who the person is, but you're getting around 1 to 6 reps. I would say even close to like more like above like 2 to 6 reps more in your exercise. Now, it does help with muscle size, right? Obviously, it's going to help produce and enhance overall protein synthesis and your ability to build muscle. It's going to enhance your muscle size. Why? Well, again, when it comes to creatine and you're getting more reps, right? You're getting stronger. What does that mean? If you're getting more reps, that means you're increasing your overall sets. You're increasing the duration of the set with said load, which is going to create more muscle hypertrophy. So it's going to expand the muscles even more, not to mention the water that goes into the muscle from creatine, and we'll talk about that later in this. It also increases your overall athletic outside the gym performance. I'm talking like sprinting, jumping, just being an overall athlete, giving you the ability to just increase your overall athletic performance. I remember taking this stuff. I remember taking it, putting it in my water. I guzzled that stuff back, like stomached it down and went to the gym. And I'm dead serious. It was a game changer for me for sure. But I didn't take it to get better in the gym. I took it to be a better overall athlete. When it comes down to it, guys, summary: better athlete, better strength gains, all the good works. Here are the myths and misconceptions about creatine, right? Now, it comes down to it, and just break things off right away. There is no evidence at all that creatine has any real health risks at all, right? It's not gonna kill your liver, your kidneys, and etc. I think those myths probably came about because of the social relations people take with creatine and steroids. Especially if you're looking back in the day when creatine was being promoted the most, it was with people who were doing steroids, right? So you see a bunch of dudes, you see a bucket of Celtec, and it's some big juiced out freaking bodybuilder like, take creatine, look like me, right? So I think that's where most of these things kind of came from. But again, when it comes down to it, when you're taking like, 3 to 5 grams, it's absolutely harmless. Let's go into the just other, water retention, right? Water retention is one of the biggest misconceptions because people think, oh, when I take creatine, I get bloated. You're not getting bloated. Creatine doesn't cause subcutaneous water, meaning the water that sits on the outside of your muscle and under your skin. Like that poofy look that you might get from like having too many carbs, right? In actuality, creatine enhances the water inside of the muscle, which helps the muscle grow. And that's what we actually want. Creatine, you can just cycle off and on creatine. You don't need to cycle on off creatine. You can just take consistently at the same time of the day and you're fine. You can take it for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever, and then you could just come off if you want and go back and on. You have to cycle things off and do, extra shit at all. You just literally just stop taking it and then start taking it. You do not need to do a loading phase with creatine at all. Anyway, so loading phase, you don't need to do a loading phase at all. You can literally just start taking 3 to 5 grams a day of creatine and be completely fine. There's nothing else you need to do at all. There's no tricks. There's nothing. You literally just like, look, man, Blues Nutraceuticals, we put out Createch. You literally just, no loading phase at all. You can take your grams in here, boom, slap it in. These are in pill form, but it's just monohydrate just packed into pills instead of having it, scooping it out. That's the only difference. Same thing, absolutely same thing. So use the code link in the description below and get yourself some Createch today. Creatine causes hair loss. Creatine doesn't have any type of androgenic responses at all like steroids do at all. So don't have to worry about like creatine. And that's why creatine is gets a bad name, is because it's so effective that people are like, oh, if it's so effective, it's gotta be like something like, it's gotta be like steroids, right? And it's not. So it's not gonna make your hair go. Creatine is steroid. It's not a steroid. Just said that, it's not a steroid at all, right? For it to be a steroid, it needs to be a androgenic anabolic steroid, meaning it needs to affect your androgen receptors of some sort. And it doesn't. whatsoever. Creatine is only for men. It is not. I have some women clients. I have a good handful of women clients that are on creatine, and the benefits they're getting is the same benefits the men are getting. And trust me, women, if you take 3 grams of creatine a day, 3 to 5 grams of creatine a day, you are not going to end up looking like me at all, right? Your body doesn't allow you to look like me. No matter how hard you try, creatine will never make you look like a jacked, big ass woman who's jumping on the Olympia stage. You never. So take the creatine. For those women out there who are like, man, I want to get my thighs and my booty to look nice, so much better without doing the old BBL bull. Take some creatine. You want to watch your glutes grow? Creatine. Read the benefits of creatine, 3 to 5 grams a day, train your everything, and then watch your entire body be the enhanced version naturally that you want. Creatine causes cramping and dehydration. Creatine doesn't cause that. What causes cramping and dehydration is someone taking creatine and is not drinking any water and not making sure they're not taking their electrolytes. And that's what you need to do, right? And the cool thing about our creatine is we have a little bit of sodium in it, right? It helps out, just like with putting in. Now, it's be the same thing as you taking creatine and putting in water, and then you putting a little bit of salt in your water as well too. Same shit, right? Nothing's changing at all. More creatine equals more muscle. No, right? Less is more, right? So if you're like, if I take 5 grams of creatine and I up it to 10 grams, I'm gonna get that much better gains. No, you're not. You're just gonna waste a lot of it. You're gonna pee all of it out. So 3 to 5 grams is all you need. Now, when it comes to creatine types, what are you looking for, right? What are you looking for? What to stay away from? There's only one type of creatine that you need to take. Only one. There can only be one. And that is creatine monohydrate. That is it. That is it. All the other ones marketed in a nice, prettier looking container, and it's got a big muscle on it, maybe some lightning bolts going through it. Get this protein, get this creatine in, and it's gonna do, no, those ones you don't need. Just look for the daggone creatine monohydrate. All right, well, what are some like health benefits from this? Because we can't just think about like, oh man, we're just gonna get a bunch of muscle, that's it, right? Things have to have some kind of health benefit. No, number one, here's a health benefit from it: cognitive health. I said it before, and I need to say it for the people in the back. Cognitive health. This does promote neural productivity. Secondly, cardiovascular support, right? When you're training it, it helps with the cardiovascular health, and cardiovascular health, what happens with that? If you're already having good cardiovascular health from just doing good cardio exercise and whatnot, and you're active, and then you add creatine to that, it's gonna help it even more, and that's gonna help reduce the risks of a lot of cardiovascular diseases. And then bone health. Creatine not only makes you, if you're adding more reps and adding more strength, well, what's that gonna do? Well, that's gonna just basically make your bones even more stronger and denser. So it's gonna create overall better bone health, which is great, right? So don't think about creatine just as one thing to make you look good and have big muscles, but it's doing a lot more than that to make it whole complete you, right? Now here's some common concerns: stomach issues and water retention. Check your diet, check some things like when you're taking it, if you're taking it on empty stomach, whatnot. But some people do better off with taking it with a little less food or whatever, with different foods that you're eating. And then water retention. That is the biggest thing. The biggest misconception with creatine is it's gonna make me bloated. Creatine will not make you bloated. Creatine adds water to the intracellular part of your muscle, right? It's putting water in the muscle. So it's helping enhance muscle hypertrophy. When it comes down to it, guys, who needs to take this? If you're a beginner, don't take it. You don't need to, you're like, I'm a beginner, I can get my gains faster. Here's the best thing about being a beginner: the beginner gains. Those newbie gains are amazing. Milk the newbie gains with all the natural things you can do, like going to the gym, training, learning how to move properly, efficiently, optimally, all the things that can sound really great, but all the things that are gonna help you move better and grow more efficiently. And then when you become an intermediate, maybe start to, add that in there. Say you take it for 12 weeks and you put it part of your meso, right? Your hypertrophy phase, your growing phase is 12 weeks. So you're taking creatine for 12 weeks. Then when you're in your deload phase, whatever, you come off it for a bit, and then you go back on, right? Doing that is completely fine. If you're a child, if you're in the teens, there's no need to take creatine whatsoever. Let your body just grow as it will. There's nothing better than the natural newbie gains you'll get as a teenager. Do not F with that. Reap the benefits of being young, a teen, with all that ability to grow, the newbie gains. Enjoy that. Anyway, guys, hope this clarifies some things on creatine. If you want to do more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. And guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, guys, you know what it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.